The battle of sanctions between Russia and the West over Ukraine may be taking a bite out of a burger icon. McDonald's restaurants across Russia are suddenly the focus of a series of unscheduled health checks. Yesterday, 4 Moscow McDonald's were shuttered because of health code violations. And there's a Canadian connection here as well. Scott Peterson is chomping down on the story. So, Scott, what's the latest on this?
Well, a lot of media reports saying this is in direct response to all the sanctions that are going back and forth with the Russian sanctions in retaliation for the Western sanctions and back and forth. And if you were an all-powerful oligarch like Vladimir Putin, what would you do? I mean, I know I would take my frustration out on Western type of companies. And this is what media is saying that is happening right now with the shutting down of 4 McDonald's within downtown Moscow at this point. But there has to be some semi-legitimate way of doing it. So this is what the justification is from the Russian Food Agency, saying exactly this, that there are complaints about the quality and safety of the products in fast food restaurant chain McDonald's. And they're going on to say that they were informed by individual customers of this, and so they moved in and, like I said, shut down not just Pushkin Square, which is right in the very heart of Moscow, but 3 other McDonald's as well, shutting them down as far as food violations go.
So let's talk about the significance of closing the Pushkin Square McDonald's.
Yeah, because this was a symbol when it opened in 1990. It's got a Canadian connection because it was opened by Canadian President George Cohen, who had a much warmer relationship with Russia than we do at this time. So this was a real symbol of Russian, or sort of Western, I should say, you could almost say imperialism. You had, what would you have back in then? You had McDonald's, you had Coca-Cola, you had Levi's jeans, and this is a lineup from 1990. As soon as that restaurant in Pushkin Square opened, it was very popular. It was the most popular McDonald's in the world at the time, also the most profitable. So at this point, it just must seem like a black eye. This is according to what media reports are saying, to Vladimir Putin walking around downtown Russia and having to deal with this Western symbol when all this conflict and all the sanctions are going on.
So how much wider could this food fight get?
It could get big. That's 4 restaurants. That's about 1%. McDonald's has about 435 restaurants, and the Russian Food Agency also saying that they're going to go to other regions of Russia, so potentially this could be a wider net depending on I guess maybe according to media reports, how aggressive Vladimir Putin feels.
And what about the reaction from McDonald's in the United States?
It is extremely diplomatic across the board at this point. They are letting Russian McDonald's franchise handle this ball, saying that we are aware of what's going on, and we have always been, and we are now open to any checks. But you get the sense that this has gone just from a business story to a political story, so everyone's going to be minding their P's and Q's on this one.
The story on Bay Street yesterday was the record close of the TSX.
Yes,
the markets are now open in North America for the past 12 minutes or so. Is that rally continuing?
No, it's not. The markets are a little bit shy in the TSX, so it's pulling back 16 points, but that could change at any minute because, yeah, we're 16 points away from an all-time record high in the TSX. The Dow, however, is up 24 points. NASDAQ is up 3, so we'll see if that adds some fuel to TSX going in further. The Canadian dollar is making a big push forward. It's up about 1/5 of a cent now. We've got oil just slightly up 2 cents, and gold doing what it does when the markets are in a little bit of a rally, and it's down close to $18 an ounce.
Thanks, Scott.
Thanks.
The Market Update is brought to you by IBM. See what the world's making today. Made with IBM.